right? And this is why you are going to lose your job or lose that your place of work currently, even if you do everything genuinely. Hi, my name is Mrs. Chiamaka Linda Vershima. I want to say welcome back to our episode of Life Unscripted. In Life Unscripted, remember that I share with you how you can become a student for life beyond academic session or school structure so you are able to achieve optimum and sustainable success. In that light, we are building confident global champions and we are raising a new breed of world class leaders who are bold in expression, grounded in purpose, and equipped with the confidence to actually close deals, command rooms, and be able to shift cultures in their spheres of influence. If it is your first time on my channel, of course, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell to get a notification when the next content drops. And if it's your first time on Facebook or Instagram, go ahead and hit on that follow button because that is one of the best decisions you're going to make in your life. And I'm going to tell you why. Awesome. So a lot of people are being skeptical. You know, this thing about job security. I mean, by now you should know that we have left the job economy to connected economy. All right. Even with the evolution of AI, there is still the cogent need for human connection. Do not be distracted. You cannot take away the power of a creator over creatures because that is the law of creation. And God was a leadership system towards understanding all of these things. That was why before he created creatures, he created environment. And before he now created creators, he need to create creatures. And so it was when he created creators, we human beings, that he mentioned first dominate. Because every living creatures can actually multiply. Every living creature can die. They can grow itself, all right? But it takes only a creator and the power of the human mind to actually dominate. And that is what separates you from animal. That is what separates you from plants. That is what separates you from things. And knowing that power is where you start to understand that the essence of education is not when you are in a school system, it is actually shaping identity. My question is this: what have you been able to identify that enables you to know what you are shaping in your season of personal development? It's a question you need to start asking. If you are just stereotyped to a school structure or you are really engaging education for what it is. So today I'm going to focus on you as a career professional, someone who is in a workplace and maybe probably that place is becoming toxic, but you don't know because you are ignorant of all of these things. And you are getting all feisty about the fact that you're about to lose your job because with all sincerity, you are doing everything genuinely. But I want to let you know today that there is a difference between doing something genuinely and doing something right. All right. So one of the things that will make you lose your job that is very critical in our time today, like I told you, we're in the connected economy, is lack of proper communication. Most companies, yes, from the part of the employer's view, they fail to communicate their expectation. But on your part as a career professional, because professional is someone who is not someone who is just have a profession. A professional is someone who have a top value system and makes whatever he does excellent. That's what makes a professional. It's not prof. So many people have PhD, they are calling them prof. But on the place of performance, they don't show themselves as professional. So it's excellence and something that makes you active, not something you take passive that makes you a professional. So understanding that, you need to be able to come to a point whereby you understand the power of proper communication. Most of us are timid. Even when we know that there is something that is not going on right, we keep quiet about it. And over time, based on the law of compound effect, it will be thrown back at you. You will be surprised. Sometimes your employers will, how come you knew this thing you did not tell us? Do you understand? So you can be genuine, you can be sincere, and most times you being sincere, you try to play it safe and all of that. That is the need for you to actually start asking questions. It is the need for you to start saying, oh, I think this is not right. Because if you don't open up, if you don't speak up and begin to do those things, what is going to happen over time is that you will be underpaid, you will be undervalued. Whatever you say doesn't matter because you are always keeping quiet. And over time, they will no longer see your value in the workplace and they will begin to find replacement because you are of no use to them. So the power of a creator, of which I started with, is the power of your mind. And knowing that proper communication is in that you are aligning their expectation with your value system. Always, all the time, because it's always a problem, because you can't talk, because you can't say your mind, it becomes a problem. So genuine actually means that you're authentic, it means you are natural. But what is right is actually morality. So what you have to check is between the value system of the company and what you are doing genuinely. Do they align? Is it based on the value system or standard of the company? If not, there is a communication gap already. You have to start talking about it, because if you don't align into those things, then there will be a problem. The effect here is that you are going to have a bad reputation and impression about everything, even when you are genuine. So losing your job is also tied to you understanding the power of proper communication. And we've seen that a lot of people, due to low self-esteem, have not been able to speak up, even when they know that things are not going right, even when they even understand the company themselves. I have my own piece of cake, and that is why I went ahead with all the audacity to write the book, Don't Die in That Office. Ladies and gentlemen, this wasn't part of the plan. It was a life experience that I had, and how I was able to move from a toxic environment to a better place. And you need to understand the difference between your work and the job, so that you are not able to feel empty even when you are forming working class. All right, that's very, very important. So you are at the mercy of your lack of communication. You are at the mercy of the lack of you speaking up when you know what is right. Even when you are doing them genuinely, it does not align because you lack proper communication. And that is why, if you are able to indicate interest now, you have the opportunity at the pre-order level to get this book for $0.00. After the launch, you won't be able to get it at this. It's only available for career professionals who are willing to know how to navigate the workplace, and also for employers or business executives who own a company to actually know how to create a benefiting environment for workers, their staffs, and their teams. So if you are that kind of person and you are at the dilemma of losing your job because you lack proper communication, let's help you stand out. And don't forget that we are building confident global champions, and we are raising a new breed of world-class leaders across Africa, on how you can be able to be bold in expression, on how you can be able to be grounded in purpose, and of course equipped with the confidence to actually command rooms, and of course your sphere of influence. Are you not tired of being underpaid even when you have value? Are you not tired of people using condescending words to make you feel bad even when you have the competence? It is time for you to rise up and speak up. It is time for you to scale up that which you are doing. And if it demands for you to take an exit, there is actually a plan, because wisdom is profitable to direct. And that is the package that I've been able to do based on that book. If you miss that book, you snooze, you lose. And so it's an amazing time of the day, is an amazing time of the year for me to show up for you today. And I hope you take the privilege and advantage of this particular book, Don't Die in the Office. Don't forget, it is time for you to live the life you are proud of, and not the one people recommend. If you know who needs to see this, whether your friends, your concubines, your colleagues, your enemies, whoever they might be, tag them in the comment section. They are going to appreciate you for sharing this with them. And I can't wait to be able to see you on the inside while you grab a copy of Don't Die in That Office. It is time to rise. It is time to boost your self-confidence. And it's time to scale and be able to shift cultures in the sphere of your influence. I still remain your friend and your go-to-get entrepreneur, founder of the Confident Global Champions Network, Mrs. Chiamaka Linda Veshima. And until I come your way again in another episode of Life Unscripted, don't forget that life is unscripted. It only takes your audacity to pick up a pen and a paper to write or rewrite your script, because there are defining moments and there are redefining moments. And of course, if you want to know where to write, you don't just write on the paper, you write in the hearts of men. What you do on the paper is a documentation of the feedback of what you have written in the heart of men. Till then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.